Number 11 says state the domain of f of x is equal to the square root of x plus 3. This is underneath my radical. I know because of my square root, it's going to make my swoosh. First, I always graph the function before I do domain and range because it helps me visualize it. So I'm going to graph this. Now looking at this number here, this is like plus 0. There's no number on the outside of the square root. So that means it doesn't go up or down because that number tells me if it's going up or down. And the number inside or under the radical, I like to think of as the opposite, but that tells me if it's going from right or left. And since it's a positive 3, I want to think of it as a negative 3, so I'm going to be going to the left 3 at my negative 3. I'm not going up or down at all, so I stay on my x-axis, and I do my little swoosh because it's a square root function. Okay, so the domain, that means my x values. So domain, I'm thinking x values. So I know that this point here is negative 3 comma 0. So that means I have nothing to the left. So I'm doing my little radar scan. Beep, 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 beep. At negative 3, when x is negative 3, my function starts. Beep, 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 and I keep going, and my function still hits. And since this arrow is going off and to the right, it's getting greater. The x values are going to get greater and greater. I start at negative 3, and x is just going to get greater from there. So my domain is x is greater than or equal to negative 3, and that was my answer choice B.